I think as soon as I see the blue light, that means that we're good to go. Looks like we see the blue light. Rock on. Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for the crypto neo. My name, news, education, opportunity. My name is Lucas.
And my name is Ryan.
And this is our weekly Thursday night live stream where sometimes we have an interview, sometimes we don't. This is the time we don't, but we're going to go into the deeper details of a subject that we cover a lot, and that's secret NFTs. Obviously, if you're new to crypto, you're new to blockchain, we've got a whole bunch of playlists down here you can check out. None of this is financial or marital or commercial or legal advice. We're just sharing our perspectives, our research, and understanding. And tonight, it's going to go into, well, the privacy layer of secret NFTs and what separates them from the rest of blockchain.
That's right. Yeah, that's something we've been talking about, and it's one of the reasons we've been early supporters of Secret. Is we were initially very excited about blockchain and Bitcoin and crypto and Ethereum and everything, but the gas fee problem, took some of the enthusiasm off of ETH. Mm-hmm. But the lack of a true privacy solution for these open public blockchains, it really was always a problem for us. And we were early on in a prior incarnation, even did an article about the privacy problem and why crypto would be an incomplete solution to the fiat problem if it didn't deal with this privacy issue. And so it's been a theme of ours, and it's why Secret is such a big focus right now. Mm-hmm. Of ours, and will continue to be going forward. And NFTs are really where some of this use case for privacy is best developed right now currently. As you know, that will change, I'm sure, as time goes on. But right now, you can really see where Secret Networks shines in the NFT space. It's really where privacy is best displayed, and you can see right now a product and why it's so different because it's on Secret Network.
Now, this is not secret. I'm on OpenSea for a reason, because many people aren't aware. Many people are. So, but for those that aren't, the way blockchain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, OpenSea is built on Ethereum, these EVM machines, public decentralized ledgers work. Once, let's say you see an NFT that you like, and you go click on that NFT, and you're like, wow, I really like these NFTs. Well, forget about the gas fees on Ethereum. Just ignore that. Even if you go to Fantom, Harmony One, any other EVM Avalanche, if you go to click on an NFT and you're saying, oh, look, I really like this, I want to purchase this, you can track the address of the person, right? Of the person sure. who started the artist. You can track the addresses of the interactions of all those that have bought and sold it in the past. And if you decide to purchase it, then your address will be put on display. And that address isn't just for that one transaction. Once someone has that address, they can follow any and every transaction that you've ever had linked to that. And,
right.
And many people aren't aware that that's not something that happens once in a while. That's it's built into the infrastructure of this new technology, which is why, fast forward to the solution that many people have been working on, and Guy and Tor have come up with a tier 1 solution in Secret Network, a functional smart contract platform that allows you to build these protocols, DeFi, NFTs, and have that layer of privacy, which is what we're going to get into. Beyond having the privacy where people can't, just can't have this perverted culture of being able to look at every detail of someone's, you actually have utility and dynamics that can be built into these other NFTs that you can't build into NFTs on a public ledger. There's private metadata, there's access only for the owners, which is why, shucks, I thought I had it up here, which is why the Tarantino NFTs, Tarantino launched his Pulp Fiction screenplays. So, the reality is, and I should have not pulled up this yet, I should have come to Stash first to stand it up next to OpenSea. So,
right. This is the OpenSea of Secret. If you were curious where to get your Secret NFTs, you need a Kepler wallet, and you need to go to Stash .io.
And you need to check out a lot of cool. We're going to get into some of these. There are many. We're going to get into Redacted Club. Didn't even think about Secret Rocks has a lot going on, and they've got a lot, as you can see, a lot of different versions. It's a Paper Rocks play to earn game. Speaking of games, we're going to get into another one. Oh, Groovy Days, hip. We just did a video on that, and that was very, very cool. That was groovy.
The one above that is one we want to look at too, a little later on. The Solace Sigillum.
Yes,
I'm saying that right. That was an interesting one.
Secret Dreamscape would talk about play to earn game. I loved playing Scrabble growing up. Played poker a few times. They have taken Scrabble and poker and put them together, and they have some really, really unique, beautiful, inspired. I saw some of the artwork. I mean, I saw some beautiful plants. I saw some beautiful mushrooms. I saw some other logos. The artwork behind the Secret Dreamscapes is very, very cool.
Right.
I have not had the time to acquire a pack yet, but we'll take a look at that later. Private Pandas, Cherry.
We can't go without mentioning MetaRats and how successful that protocol or that launch has been, and how well that product has been received. There's some really cool designs here, and I was surprised to see some of the prices that these are going for. It's amazing, or at least they're asking.
Right.
We'll see how that turns out.
And out of over 3,000, so 3,333 was the supply. So
yes,
that's awesome. There was a lot of support and a lot of excitement and hype leading up to the mint. Cross chain over the IBC. You'll notice when you look at them that a lot of these rats, it wasn't just, even though they launched on Secret, there were certain rats almost made for every founder of every blockchain, the IBC, especially dedicated for different ambassadors and leaders in the space. So the communities were able to have a lot more awareness, exposure, and excitement. And the artwork, I mean, these guys are hilarious. Okay.
They are.
So, but they got some other stuff going on. And, we can scroll through all these. We're actually not going to scroll through all these. We're actually going to move to another tab. Let's move to another tab. But this is where you would go, stash.io, if you would like to look at NFTs. Kind of historic. I mean, some more than others. That's the same thing we talked about this, about NFTs in general, the NFT bubble. And there are many people that are just like, it's an NFT, and I think that a lot of them, there will be a correction where a lot of them, it's, if it doesn't have...
There are some that are doing interesting things that are unique, right?
There are some that are doing...
Check out that FTP NFT, if you look at that protocol right there in front of you.
This?
Yeah, there's... not that NFT specifically, but that project. This is the one I was telling you about that has the VHS tape with the embedded footage. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Very cool.
I'm thinking about picking one of these up because it's interesting, and I love VHS tapes.
Yeah, you do, and look, I do. This artwork kind of brings me back to that '90s style that cable.
Very much.
So I dig it. Flip the pyramid. Got it.
Right.
FTP. Dig it. This is cool. I saw that before. And okay, it's making sense now. There are a lot of really neat projects that have already launched on Stash, on Secret Network. We're going to get into a few of them, and some of them are extremely play to earn, and there are some treasure hunts. Okay, that's one thing that's happened from the beginning that you could not do on public ledgers. There have been treasure hunts where there are seed phrases that are split up between NFTs, and it takes people working together. They've already run some of these, and it takes people working together and sharing that information to unlock. But you would never be able to do that. Everyone would be able to see that on the open sea. If it was on the open sea.
Because the private metadata makes it possible on Secret.
There is no private. If you buy one of these, there is no way to create a metadata that's private, that's hidden on the other side that other people can't see, no matter what. Even if it's a picture, if it's an audio, if it's private details. Well, when you come over to Stash and you have an NFT, there are private properties, protected property, private details, and there is, when you own it, when you click on it, there is a version that only the owner has
Yes.
access to and can see as well. So there's
Maybe it's a different background. Maybe it's some attribute that changes or is added, or maybe there's a bar that's a sensor that's removed. There's various ways it can be expressed, but it's definitely it's an element that's not available for the public, right? And that's what makes it so unique.
And speaking of unique and innovative and secret NFTs, another thing that is going on right now that just launched is the highly successful mint out of Clandestina gang. Congratulations to the Clandestina community. And yes, this is one that I am fortunate to be a member of. Some of these I am, some of these I'm not. A lot of them and many of them I'm just excited about. You can't join them all, but you can support them all and see what's happening in the space. What did Clandestina do that's innovative? What's their...
Well, there's really a couple things I would say, but one of the big ones is that it is they're creating a validator. So this is a way of fundraising to crowdsource a validator, and then people who own one of these NFTs, one of these 420, will get to have a share of the income that accrued to the validator.
Okay.
And that's huge, right?
Yeah, that's huge. So
there's others that do that, but I think weren't they the first?
They're the first. Everybody... Yeah, there are others that have started to say we're doing that too, and we're adding that to our DAO, and that's awesome because it's like there was the first car to put air conditioning or the first one to have headlights, and it's like if it works, it works.
Becomes a standard,
and it's great. So they have it. They've got the node. When it will be up and on here, we'll find out soon. But it's set up and been part of the roadmap from day one. Already ready to rock and roll any day now, I'm sure. But what's neat about it is this, like you said, it's fractionalized ownership in a validator. Validators are what are used to stake and secure the network. Every one of these validators are providing a service to the whole privacy, the whole secret network, the gas fees, all that is secured and able to work. Just the way Bitcoin is able to work by proof of work miners, by miners, this is done by the validators providing this proof service. And they have hardware. They have hardware to provide this proof of stake validating service. And, although it's your keys, your secret, your wallet, you do stake it, you do delegate it to these validators. They don't take it from you, but you do let them lock it up for a period of time to secure the health of the network.
And they earn a commission, right, for doing that.
That's what this is. This commission is what they take, not what you keep. So some people at AVAX in the past picked 100%. No, don't do that. That means that they're keeping 100%. Here, that means they're keeping 5%. Now, you can pick multiple. You can see this is from the videos that we've done, and our validator will add more to it from our channel. But there are many validators. We're gonna do one on Whisper Node and Brendan, what he does. This gentleman runs the secret agent program. Citadel One, what they built with this wallet, and actually I need to make a whole video on it. We've talked about it in the past, but we'll talk about it again. They've actually built a wallet that you can use to interact not just with Secret, but it's IBC, and I believe it's going to be working outside the chain too. But I need to
That's awesome.
do more research. Domirium Labs, they've got a metaverse game, Orbim Wars, I think it was called. We did a video on that. And the reality is that many of these Lavender 5 nodes, I want to do love, permaculture and bees and things like that. Well, they actually are doing something where when you stake with them or support them in some way, maybe not just staking, I need to do my research, but there is a way interacting with them that they have access to honey at a honey farm they support, and they will be sharing that with other people.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Now, Chain of Secrets is another one I know we're big fans of.
Chain of Secrets, we did a video on those, and they're very active. That's the point, is that many of these Secret Code podcasts, many of these are people who are adding value in many ways. So take a look and do your research always and find out who you would like to support and what you would like, where you'd like to see that value added. Oh, there we go. There's Alter as well.
Alter. And that really brings up another point about Clandestina and how innovative they were.
Right.
and are, right? Because they also make it possible for people to get a full year of Alter Mail Pro with the NFT, right? Is that
Right.
correct?
That's right. So one of these, now of course it's when you're the first original,
Right.
one of these, comes with 1 year pro Alter membership, which we've done videos. We'll talk more about them. I actually have their site pulled up. And out of that 420, it is a fraction of this validator node. So as these, and check it out. It's a DAO. It's a decentralized community of people who are come together and they work to educate. So now instead of having one small group or one, a couple people or a small group work and manage to run it and to market and everything else and, whatever else they're trying to build out. Now you've got over 400 potentially.
Community.
Potentially, it could be less. Who knows? But you have a community of people who are vested in adding value. One of the other cool things about Clandestine Gang that's been part of their roadmap from day one. Not only is it the fractional ownership of the DAO that's being raised to help fund and put back into the validator node, but the despite the reward portion that gets sent out like dividends, so to speak, they're built to support DeFi, which for Secret Network, for smart contract protocol, for DeFi, for crypto, blockchain in general, having healthy AMMs and DEXs are important for that decentralized infrastructure. So to say, hey, not only are we sharing these rewards with the community, and we're also going to, as a community, do our research to add value back into Secret Network. So that's cool. I dig it.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, we want to talk about the next related project, or
we do.
Save that for later. Okay.
Let's do it. And
jump right into it.
Let's jump right into it. And this is cool because shortly right after they have it on their roadmap to do, they are doing the same thing. We've talked about them as well, and they've got a really, really beautiful breakdown of the DAO, which I don't have that graphic up at the moment. But this is their latest release of their website that's coming, and those who have a Midnight Teddy Club NFT will be able to access and enter and check things out. This is going to be Alter cool. ID to enter. Look, this is cool on many levels. They're going to have a validator node, which is going to share rewards as well. But the tokenomics, they added a whole new dimension to Secret NFTs where they've created a deflationary tokenomic built in to where of the 3,030, I believe that's the number, if you take, 30 of them are going to be these special,
super rares.
You can't do anything with those except for be grateful that you got a super rare one. And of the 3,000, you can take any 3 of those, send them to a factory to have them burnt and turned into a customized new one of with traits. So you customize it, you get to add your name because they come with names. That means you get to pick the name that's forever stamped on the blockchain with specific traits. So a lot of people, knowing how non-fungible this is, that's going to add a lot of value to that feature, and you might find, but that's the deflationary tokenomics built in, as well as a validator node. So they're in line to do that. And we're going to talk about Redacted Club Rabbits. They've been pioneering using a DAO to support Secret Network education, and they are also having a validator node put up. Right. So you're seeing a new tier. I feel like this is and we were talking about this for a while, not staking validator nodes, no, but we've been for a long time stating, man, artwork, NFTs, the whole purpose of this, I mean, it would be neat to see a bond type, a value attached on the other side that only the owner would have access to.
Right.
And
exactly
here with Clandestina and with Midnight Teddy Club, here you have NFTs that are not just members of a community, but they're members of a community that are actively adding value to the network and receiving a distribution of those rewards and actively participating in the governance. Like, hey, do we want to add more liquidity to Secret Swap? Yes, let's add more liquidity secret
Right.
swap. Hey, do we want to support this NFT project? Yes, let's support this NFT project. So if you like to participate and get involved and receive the benefits and the value from learning and other opportunities, then these are great ways, great access entry points. And
Now, isn't it also true that Midnight Teddy has an altar membership as well, right? Is
oh,
not that you would, and you need to have, what is it, 5? Is that right?
10.
Oh, it's 10
No, no.
to get that.
Every single one of them comes with a year membership. So
Right.
every Midnight Teddy Club is going to come.
Got it.
By the way, if you're listening, and I don't have my phone. Do you have the chat up?
I do. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it.
Okay, well, if anyone's listening at this moment in time, we may be doing a Midnight Teddy Club.
We are doing a giveaway.
Okay, we are doing a
Yeah,
giveaway.
let's do it.
We're doing a giveaway. We're doing a
A whitelist.
We're doing
whitelist
a
giveaway.
white. Yeah, we're the whitelist. Not
Be clear.
whitelist.
What's clear? Be clear.
Clear the air. Whitelist giveaway. If you'd like to be a part of this community, respond in the chat with saying something about Midnight Teddy Club or
Yeah.
that you'd like to be part of it. Okay, but let's get right into it. Anyway, if not, then you can make a
Yeah,
comment.
the first person to respond and put their comment that'll be message us how we're going to do it. Get on.
Well, I guess
get on Twitter.
if it's not during the live stream, the way it's going to work is you're going to have to go to the Twitter page. I guess I should go there to the Twitter, and we've got some more
And
NFTs to talk about.
message you, right?
Message me, follow, and you're actually going to have to tweet an original tweet and tag me. Your tweet's going to have to say something about the Midnight Teddy Club. Like if you'd like it to
And
be
tag
a
that too, right?
yeah, tag wise_Bitcoin. Look at this speed at which this is running. Check out wise_Bitcoin and check out Midnight Ted Club. There we go. Wise_Bitcoin. Boom. And
First person to comment and to tweet with tagging us, we'll give you a whitelist.
there you go.
Now you've had 16 days. That's the other thing. I've been doing a little research. This is going to mint in 16 days.
Okay.
So that gives you more than enough time to get your secret and turn it into S secret and get everything ready.
We got
ready to rock.
playlists. We have plenty of tutorials to walk you through that. Yeah. So what else? That was a great point. Did you mention what you could do with 10 of those teddies that each come with a 1 year
we
membership?
teased it.
Okay.
We teased it, but we didn't go into it. But it's a lifetime membership of Alter Mail. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. And
Lifetime
that's
membership.
huge. That's awesome.
Now it's good to tell people the value of something before you just tell them like, oh, you're gonna get a year of this. Like, great.
Right.
So what? Alter is one of the most innovative projects in all of blockchain and all of crypto. I mean, literally, where are you gonna go on an EVM chain? Where are you gonna go on a public ledger? And what DApp? What DApp is built out other than a fork of an AMM or a DEX? Like what's built out that you're gonna be able to use, share with your family, your friends? This is a mail service where you can actually send messages. They have chat coming out, custom chat rooms like Discord type servers coming out. This is a transparent I mean, they already have a functioning protocol. It's not in the theory. You can already acquire let me scroll fast enough. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
You can already get a subscription. You can already,
Right.
and I have one. I use it, and it's very cool. And they have functionality coming to iOS, Android. This is the team. I mean, they are hard at work adding value, and they built this on Secret Network. Why? Because that allows for privacy. You could build a decentralized messaging service on EVM chains. You absolutely could. They could build something like this out on EVM chains where it's your keys, your messages,
Sure.
but it wouldn't be private. Everyone on the EVM chain would be able to say what token, what message, what wrapped up, however they package it and send it across the chain. Here with Secret Network, you can have those chats, you can have those messages sent, and you can have privacy.
Exactly.
And they've done a lot of work to expose people to this through NFTs by collaborating with a lot of NFTs. And another NFT project that I hope I pulled up the tab already, but Secret Dreamscape, the one I talked about, I think I have it somewhere up here. There we go. This is that play to earn. Well, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a play to earn. It's the Scrabble. Look at that artwork.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, here we go. Let's just take a look at some of the artwork.
So it's kind of like a Scrabble sort of game?
Scrabble and poker.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And there's something about it's so over my head. I've listened to them explain it to me. I'm just kind of slow on the uptake on some of these things. And then once I get it, I'm like, oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Hold on.
Well, the graphics are cool. I like it.
I'm kind of moving with it. You notice that?
10,000. Wow.
Well, it's they're cards.
Yeah. Well, there needs to be a lot.
Hold on. I gotta stop that. Thank you. Yeah.
Very cool.
I know.
Yeah, the Mint.
Secret Code Podcast is very involved with this, and they're gonna have some special cards with Secret Code Podcast logo or affiliation. And they've got, look at this. I mean, they've got different crypto ecosystem. They've got mushrooms and other really cool artwork. I mean, and it's the game. The game is very cool. I think it's going to be one of the most dynamic, innovative games in blockchain. And they built it on Secret Network because there's a lot that you can benefit from having this on Secret Network because of that privacy layer.
That's awesome. I need to do some more research into this project.
I know. I wish
there's just so much.
There's so much, and we do videos and live, and we're doing stuff. And sometimes we see somewhere like, "Oh, write it down." I really like to get involved in it. By the time we get involved in it, it's like a week or two later. So none of our content is sponsored. We talk about projects that we're researching and that we'd like to talk about. And if people reach out to us, we tell them, "Well, here's our donation address below in the description. You know what to do if you want to help support the great paint on the walls." But we're going to keep talking about and researching. Now, if there's something that you think is really, really adding value to the space because there's more that happened that we can ever see, please drop in the comments. Say, you should check this out. Sure. Check out this project. And we'll look
Let us know. Yeah. Share the love, right?
Yeah. So, Midnight Teddy Club, check this out. We have more information coming on this. This is very, very cool. And we talked about Redacted Club, one of the OG's original premium OG NFT collections on Secret. Very active community. Only 1,337. Actually, 1,336. Because I believe I know one of them's been burnt. I know one of them's been Mountain Doom. It was a big deal. With Button Group.
Okay, got you.
So, yeah.
And that's been an innovative protocol.
Button Group is very innovative. And these Redacted Rabbits, the Redacted Club, now that they're adding a validator node to the and a Redacted Club DAO to go with it, this is going to be very interesting, very cool.
3D Metaverse Gallery. Excited about that.
Yep.
That's cool.
So I dig it.
Yes.
We've been digging this for a while, so we'll continue to dig and see what's going on there. We've dug on this.
This is great. This is a great website in general, but yeah, IBC NFTs. We've enjoyed this.
Yeah, and there are a lot of great. There's the Tarantino NFTs. I thought I had a tab up. This is where I saw it. And what else? Charity, Private Pandas. Those went to go send some royalties to help fund a conservation program in Africa. I forgot the exact name. We did a video on it.
Cyber Salmon is another.
They're another
one. A good mission.
Clean up the salmon problems in the Pacific.
Right. Keep the waterways clean.
This is the one I was telling you about before. So we talked about MetaRats. They just exploded. Huge community of support cross-chain all over the ecosystem of IBC. This is pretty cool. We weren't planning on talking about this, but you would dig it. There are X-Men. Like X-Men comic book, the old X-Men comic book. These are little snippets of this artwork from the X-Men. Okay. But when you purchase it and you click on it, on the other side of this is a piece of art. It's not part of the X-Men. It's actually. This is actually a small piece of art that he has created. And you will be able to get... It's fine art. And you'll be able to get physical redemption very soon. associated with these. So it's cool. I dig it. I acquired one just because I like, supporting the artists and seeing different projects that are being done on here. And he was, I think, the first to offer a physical redemption, and that was the point, was to support that. Who's saying, hey, you know what? You get this, you get the private metadata, you're just supporting secret networks, secret NFTs, and check it out. I'm the first to offer this. So
yeah, that's very cool.
I dig those.
There's another NFT project. It's something Sigillum. It's on. If you hit back, you'll see it. They're actually doing a similar thing where I think the original mentor can burn some key and then get a physical copy of the art as well. So that kind of, I could see that is a cool idea to do it that way. To have some tie to the meat space, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see it in the list, but I saw it earlier.
Go further. There's Clandestina Gang.
Oh yeah.
So excited about what? Well, check it out. So innovative that you have 2 other DAOs already doing the exact same thing.
Yes.
So that's when you know that something's fire.
It's a good idea. When it's mimicked.
It's a good idea, and these others are doing it too. So they are creating a new tier of NFT. There's Secret Dreamscape, Groovy Days. We're going to talk about that.
Okay, that's the other one we want to talk about. Yes.
By the way,
Days.
Groovy Days they're able to offer whitelist spots. So if you acquire one of these Groovy Days NFTs, not only do you get this really groovy psychedelic artwork, but on the other side of it is this jazzy groovy beat. Okay.
Right.
Well, we've done this. Let's check it.
Yep.
This is basically what it is. But a different one. You get a unique one. It's not.
Right.
You're not
getting this.
You're not getting this.
But it just gives you an idea. So they're going to offer a whitelist as well with the NFT.
Dang.
It's funky.
We'll put on some Tower of Power after this. Okay, so
what were you saying they're offering with it?
They're offering a whitelist spot. If you not only do you acquire one of their art pieces, which we actually did a video on this, and the artist is in Bali and he's supporting education and blockchain and to bring more artists in Bali to crypto. So he's got that. And he already has his artwork offered on different blockchains, but has now moved to Secret Network. And also, and he saw the video we did. He said, "Oh, thank you very much." And I said, "You're welcome very much." This is it, Midnight Teddy Club. Also, if you want a Midnight Teddy Club whitelist, you don't have to win any contest from us. You can just go buy a Groovy Days NFT because they are excited to announce. Here's your alfalfa. I mean, it was just announced 3 hours ago, so it can't.
It's pretty fresh.
Pretty fresh, right there. That you can have an automatic whitelist spot to the Midnight Ted Club. Very cool. Dig it.
Very cool. And I think we have a winner on our whitelist giveaway. If you check out the chat.
We do?
Yes, we do.
Can you respond to them? Should I go grab my phone?
I told him. Yeah, I responded. I said we'll get back to you on Twitter once.
Does he have Twitter?
Yeah, he did a Twitter post and everything.
Oh, he did a Twitter post and everything.
Yeah. So we're good. We're golden.
Tell him to let me follow him, and then what he can do is he can DM me if you're still watching, or if you just watched and you're like, I got my whitelist, I'm bouncing. And that's cool. You can do that fair and square. You won. But if you're still here, I'm just gonna let you know the way it works is you can DM me, and it should show me somewhere if you if you tag me.
Right.
Tag at @wise_Bitcoin and Midnight Ted Club. It'll pop up, and I'll follow you. You can DM me, and we'll rock and roll. I'll get your address, and I'll make sure that you have a whitelist spot mentioned. Oh well.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out later. But if you are watching, if you're wondering, there it is. They're down here at @wise_Bitcoin. Right. Make sure you tag that. You don't have to redo the post. You can just retag it.
There you go.
Very cool. Well, thank you for that. Congratulations.
Yes.
What was the name?
Congrats. Cryptorilla.
Sweet.
Oh, that's the Twitter at Cryptorilla.
Sweet. I dig it. Oh, look, a little blue light just popped up.
That's probably it.
Think so? I don't know.
Well, who knows?
No, let's get off of this thing. Jeez. Let's go back to the groovy days.
Yes. So that's awesome. They're giving away a whitelist. Very cool.
So now that opportunity is gone, this is going to be... now, we might be giving away some other Midnight Teddy Club opportunities this week. Actually, we will be giving some away this weekend. So stay tuned.
That's not the last.
Stay tuned for that. In fact, if you want to know how you can win a Midnight Tech Club coming up, then start getting creative with a thread or a Medium article or a meme, something you learned about what they're doing with their deflationary tokenomics, with their
The Ultimate subscription.
or that they're the inspiration from Clandestina DAO and them also being a tier 1 validator node and having that distribution, that fractionalized ownership of a validator node, that doing that as well.
How awesome that is.
I think it's very cool. And this just happened. Like, so much is being developed on Secret Network right now. That's why I'm very excited to be able to share this. I'm very excited to be able to share this information with you. So it is very exciting times, and that's what's happening over here. Things that you can't do, I say over here on Secret Network, that you can't do on other chains. So Groovy Days, we talked about that. Don't know where that popped up from. We talked about Dreamscape, right?
Yep.
Clandestina Gang. We talked about Clandestina Gang, but there's something else. There's something else that we didn't talk about. This was going to be a segue.
Okay.
In collaboration with the bros at Chameleonville, which we've done a video, and we'll follow up on Chameleonville again as well, because Chameleonville, talk about innovation. This is another tier 1 innovative NFT on Secret. What are they doing that's different?
Well, it's a whole gamified space, right? A metaverse game.
And
it's cross-chain. That's
Secret, Luna, Solano, AVAX,
Yes.
ETH. From the get-go, it's cross-chain. And you're right, it's gamified. And they've got some real special love going on to the Secret Network. I mean, first of all, if you have a Secret Dog, which was the first NFT ever launched on Stash, should have had them pulled up. If you have one of those, then you automatically get a whitelist. Now, Clandestina, they're giving away 25 whitelist spots. So at the moment, you can go find a picture. You don't even have to own a Clandestina. They're not saying they're not saying only to those who own one of ours. Clandestina is all about education and sharing the love and sharing the opportunities. They said,
so you just have to post your favorite Clandestina and tag a friend, right?
Post your favorite Clandestina below and tag a friend who needs a Tina in their life. Tag someone who you think loves innovation and NFTs, because that's really what this is. I mean, this is historic in the sense that it's one of the most innovative NFTs in blockchain. The fractionalized ownership of a validator node.
I love that Clandestina style chameleon NFT there. That's hilarious. I didn't notice it initially, but that's a lot of the attributes and characteristics.
And Chameleonville, they're extremely innovative too. And Midnight Teddy Club, they're very innovative. And so you're finding these, and I love when people come together and they work together and they support each other and they recognize the innovation and they shout each other out and saying, "Hey, I dig what you did over there. I dig it, and we're gonna support and we're gonna do that as well." So these are some of the sweeter side of Clandestina, and
Yep. Yeah, it's really. I was thrilled to see how that went. It went so fast, right? 4 minutes and the mint was over with, and then see the price. Kind of the price floor initially was pretty good on this, and I'm definitely thrilled to be part of the Clandestina crew.
I think it was about 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, right. Might as well.
I'm serious. I think it was close to around that time. It wasn't far off. So Chameleonville, they're innovative. They're doing a lot too as well, gamified and other things happening where you'll be able to kind of flex your NFTs. This was kind of funny. I like it. I think it's kind of cool because people have these NFTs, but it's like, what are you going to do with all these NFTs? They're making it where you have a chameleon. You've got like this house for your chameleon, and you can place your NFTs. So if you got your Ethereum, you can put your Ethereum NFTs if you want. So that's
a cool idea.
That's a cool idea. It's really neat.
Yeah.
It's very neat. And I dig the artwork. I mean, I really dig the Clandestina. I really dig the Clandestina Chameleonville vibe.
The mashup. Yeah.
Yes, I would really get a kick out of acquiring one of these styles of the chameleon.
But you know those are going to be a rare breed, right? But you never know. It's the luck of the draw.
Yeah. But for the Clandestina gang, and we'll see. Maybe they don't even have. Maybe that's just a picture. Maybe there's only one. Who knows?
Yeah, right. That could be.
Who knows? Whoever gets it, congratulations. Now, another really cool project that we're just going to kind of power on through. Oh, yeah, we're doing well. Ample Agents, another pioneer. The first NFT on Secret to come with an Alter ID.
Right.
So they've got some Alter ID connections.
They were the OGs.
The OGs. And I just dig their artwork. And from the beginning, I was like, well, I missed out on the redacted rabbit mint, and I was there ready to mint, and it happened, and it sold out, and I didn't have enough gas. You got a rabbit though, didn't you? Yes, I did, and I paid for it.
But you didn't get as many as what you intended, is what you're saying.
I was gonna get like 3 or 4.
Yes.
Instead, I got 1. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because that's how quickly, when something mints out, I was so excited. I was like, oh, I'm ready. I'm going to have 2 or 3 redacted rabbits. This is great. And then it went out. And then by the time I got my gas fee sent over, that what I had set aside for 3, I was fortunate to get 1. And that's learning in crypto. There's other things I've learned that, so what? Life is beautiful.
For me, Ample Agents is my miss the boat story. So I feel you, and I still intend to pick one up.
I know. I still intend that we're gonna find a way one day. We're gonna scoop up one of these Ample Agents when no one's looking, and there's like people are like, what's going on here? And you should, I feel, be part of the Ample Agents LLC. So any whales out there that want to support Ryan, just remember. It would be nice to have his avatar as well up on the banner, and part of.
Well, if it doesn't happen that way, it'll happen in good time. We have cool ideas we're talking about doing of our own that will hopefully lead to cool things happening, and we'll just buy one ourselves, right?
Absolutely.
But yeah, this is a really cool project, and like you say, the first to do the Alter Mail subscription. I think what we're seeing in Secret. Two things in Secret Network NFTs. 2 things that jump out at me is, one, the cross-project collaboration. That's one thing that's huge. We just talked about it with Clandestina and Chameleonville. But the other thing that jumps out is, once an innovation happens, many other projects are quick to adopt it, right? So, I mean, for an example, Ample Agents in the Alter Mail subscription, that's been replicated now and probably will continue, right? And the same thing with the validator with Clandestina and creating a validator. So it's good to see that it's a healthy ecosystem, right? Where they're not afraid to take a good idea and run with it. Yeah, and also the collaboration is at a high level.
Absolutely. And another thing I like about Ample, I love the idea, because in this space, look, markets go up and go down. Like we've talked about, probably going to be consolidating, going down for a little while. It's healthy to have, especially after the pump of the cycles of late, and these corrections can last year to years. But in the space, the opportunities that are in blockchain and crypto, there are ample opportunities, and the rewards, the returns that you find that are so unparalleled in other markets and other areas, other times, that there's more than enough. I love this attitude. And that's the attitude that's really around some of the stronger communities in crypto. They're not about what can we get from you? How much value can we add? And what can we bring to the table? There's a lot of giveaways. There's a lot of opportunities to help grow. And I feel that a lot in the IBC and with Secret Network in particular, because of that value. Really, with that privacy layer, we can see a whole bunch of EVMs. We can see so many dApps flooding over to Secret so that they can be made practical. It's like, it should be like,
Sure.
Come to Secret so you can be, are you ready for the world? Come to Secret. You know, like really,
Right.
Is your application tested on EVM? Are you ready now to put it on Secret Network so that you can use it in a practical way with privacy?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that it has to be said, but privacy is important, and I don't know why it's been slept on, but
I know.
it has.
I think I know why. Because there's so much money to be made right now in these industries that's like, wait, don't talk about that being necessary yet, because we've got like another 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years to milk these public ledgers. It's like, okay, well, there's still value for sure on them, but you know, they're bridges. They have to be bridges to privacy layers.
And I guess it takes time to get all the to get everything worked out. I mean, creating a blockchain itself was a huge innovation, and perhaps a private blockchain is asking too much, right? But it happens in due course.
It's still not even ready.
Being worked out, right?
Still not even ready. Yeah. So the idea is that, do you wait until you have a privacy blockchain to build Ethereum and to build Fantom and to experiment with DeFi and yield farm? No, it doesn't make sense. So these are great value added spaces to understand what works, what doesn't work. Would you know that Secret Network solves miner extracted value $1 billion problem if you didn't have all these
if you didn't know about miner extracted value through a public blockchain and having experienced that?
No way.
Right.
Would you know that Ample Companions are about to be released? Cyclops Circus, Q1 2022, which means before the next.
So this is like the second iteration?
It's the second iteration. And I believe that if you have an Ample agent, you're whitelisted, but that doesn't mean that that's it. There will be some. So this is the second iteration, maybe something to put on your calendar. And then they've got the metaverse integration. They're doing cool stuff. They're doing a voxel giveaway. These Ample agents that are for Sandbox, the Sandbox community.
Yeah, I saw something about that. So they're going to have an integration with Sandbox. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Very cool.
I love the artwork. I love. I dig it.
A comic as well. Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. A comic. Look at the partnerships. They have a DAO launching. I think it's launching very soon. Of course, we talked about Alter. IBC NFTs. Man,
great website. Bookmark that.
Yeah. Educational resource. Boom. Okay.
This is definitely one of the top NFT projects out there.
I would say so. Let's go take a look at them real quick while we're here. I mean,
yeah.
Was it Ample?
The last time I looked at it, I believe it was like around $300. It was like the lowest.
You mean 300 Secret?
Maybe it was 300 Secret. Yeah.
$300. That's $300. I will go scoop that right now.
It was 300 Secret. That's what it was. Yeah.
I'm like, $300. Where is that one at? Someone's sleeping.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. So
300 Secret.
That's not. No, that's something different.
That is different. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what this is. I forgot.
So 420 looks like the lowest.
420 Secret is the lowest, around $2,800. And how many are for sale? We've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you've got several people listing it once it gets to a certain threshold.
Sure.
They maybe have more than one.
I might be able to come up with the 400 Secret, but
yeah. We'll wait.
Yeah, this gonna be a bridge too far.
We'll wait for the right time. Okay, Chameleonville. We talked about that. They're doing a lot of really, really neat, innovative stuff, and they're another pioneer in the secret NFT space.
And this is the one that's Clandestine has given the whitelist out for, right? The 25.
That's right.
Cool.
There are so many NFTs that not talking about for any reason, just because there's so much happening. There's going to be an AMA happening coming up Monday for women pioneers in the secret NFT space, and it will be predominantly hosted all by all women, or maybe mostly women who are actually artists in the space to answer your questions and talk about what they're doing.
Very
So
cool.
that's going to be happening, and every Monday we have these AMAs, and it's very great place to learn and speak directly to the people that are creating. I've had the privilege of being there and hosting and working with some others and talking directly with Button Group, Trivium, and what they've built out. Oh man, I've got a video coming on that tomorrow on Trivium, and the Button
Very
Group
cool.
video already came out. I mean, Block Locker, storing your keys on the blockchain.
That's right. Now, wasn't there? I'm trying to remember the name of the NFT project that was kind of like a fine art aesthetic, and it was a bunch of female, is either female artists or it was to fund female artists. I'm not sure which, but I'm trying to remember if that's who's doing the AMA.
Yes, that's a good question.
Yeah, I just can't think of the name of that project,
I
but it'll
wonder.
come right after we're done with the live stream.
Of course. I think it's probably getting close to that time, isn't it? What are we doing right now? Is it about?
We're
We got about
we're in
9
the
minutes.
last 10
Okay,
minutes. Yeah.
cool. We got the final stretch. Are there
You
any?
want to talk a little
Are there
macro?
any questions in the chat?
No?
Do we have anyone in the chat? Is there any NFT? If you're, this is really supposed to be interactive. I just don't have my phone in front of me. I didn't have my normal chat bar. Is there anyone that has anything they would like to ask, or any NFT projects they would like us to look at? Feel free to drop it in the chat, because we're absolutely open to interacting.
If not, we will just keep on keeping on, right?
Yep, we will.
I'll let you know if something pops up.
All right.
But yeah, so did we want to take a look at the macro picture real fast, or did you want to just keep it NFT?
I think I do want to take a look at the macro picture real fast. I
Okay.
also was hoping to find that AMA. Sometimes they have a link to the next AMA, and I didn't know if Secret Network has it posted yet. Maybe not. Okay. Not yet. I saw it somewhere. I'll
yet.
find it later. But yes, every Monday at 1 p.m. CST on in the Secret Network Discord, you'll be able to communicate and get some alfalfa, the latest info. Here's some more alfalfa. Watch. Nope, that happened 10 hours ago. It's not live anymore. Okay. But it's still pretty recent. A lot of alfalfa happening. A lot of great things going on in Secret. Man, we really got through everything. This is perfect timing. We talk about the market. We just did a video on this that's not going to come out until tomorrow because thumbnails and.
Yeah, it is what it is.
but if you want to find out now before the video comes out, why don't you talk a little bit about?
Replay. So yeah, earlier today we talked about the news that had just came out. This was around 10:30, 11. And the news was about an hour or two old. And the news was that the inflation data for January was out, and it was worse than what it had been the month before. Inflation year over year had hit a new high, I think it was a 40-year high, at 7.5% for the year. So that spooked the markets. At the time, there was a mild selling pressure. But as the day wore on, the selling, picked up pace, and you can see that we're down somewhere between 1% to 2% on the major indexes. And there's been also a corresponding sell side pressure in the crypto markets as well, that I think if you take a look, you'll see as well. So the thinking is this is the inflation news creates a bigger chance, or increases the chance of harder, faster, higher rate hikes, more of them, or however you want to think of it. It just increases the risk that that's going to happen sooner, and that they will be greater than what was priced in. And of course, the rate hikes are bad for prices, because simple supply and demand, reduction in the money supply, less money chasing goods is going to lead to prices coming down, right? And so yeah, it's a deflationary sort of a sign. Policy. It's a sign that policy will probably shift to being more what they call hawkish, which is more concerned with inflation, and then And that's definitely in the short term, definitely deflationary.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you're seeing the markets react this way.
And that's why, you would think, many people think it's counterintuitive because they hear inflation and they think, oh, inflation, that's good for crypto or good for commodities or good for assets, right? Because if inflation's high, that means the prices of goods are going to go up. So many people, they hear thumbnails, they get this, clickbait about. But the reality is, as you just mentioned, we've been talking about this for a while. The Fed's already come out and made an announcement that this is the year things are going to get tough. This is the year things start to get tough, that you're going to start to feel pain. And we're going to do 4 or 5 different shots of pain. So we haven't even gotten the first shot yet. They just came out, after announcing that, and people are like, a little upset. And they said, well, don't worry, because things aren't so bad that we're going to do it quite yet. Right. And so everyone's like, oh, okay. So we can be happy now. But then news comes out saying the inflation numbers are worse than we thought. So now what that means is that, okay, this doesn't mean commodity prices are going up. This means that interest rates, there's going to have to be a response right now. And that's what we're seeing,
So it's more that we're seeing the market react to what the reaction of is going to be, not so much about inflation directly. It's more about how we think policy will react to inflation and we're reacting to policy, right?
And as we mentioned, inflation, that itself, how it's measured, it changes, and also it affects different parts of the market. And we just did a video on that as well. Whereas wages, you'll find certain areas not seeing inflation. And then the years, the moment the wages start to go up, they're like, whoa. Now you're hearing all this percentage talk about the inflation numbers getting crazy. We got to tighten up. It's like the people's wages have been kept flat throughout this whole time of money printing, and then the moment that it's like, okay, that needs to track up in order to continue to sustain. Well, no, we gotta do
something about this inflation.
We gotta do something about this inflation now.
Yeah. Well, we have a video on that if you think that's funny, because we think it's funny. And we think you should think it's funny too. So watch the video. And I'm gonna make Lucas spit his water all over. That's my goal.
That was close, brother.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. It is true. We do have a video on that if you think that is funny.
And there's another funny part about that, because there's a quote in that video about on the part of a central banker, a UK Bank of England economist, making the argument that the wage earners need to be careful and to put off asking for higher wages, and then do their part, essentially, to shoulder the burden.
Right.
And it's and his salary, I remember the quote, and it was like $700,000 or some crazy amount of money, like inching up to $1 million a year.
Yeah.
And he's telling the workers that, hey, your high wages are a problem.
Yeah. It's like pay cut.
What's that biblical thing about the mote in the eye?
Yeah. Before you talk about the splinter in somebody else's eye, worry about the beam in your own.
Yeah, the beam. That's the word. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's been a fun power hour. We've talked about really cool things happening on the Secret Network. Really cool things happening in NFTs in the Secret community, privacy, validators, and what they do. Well, all kinds of cool stuff. We even wrapped up with some macro insights. We even gave a whitelist away. We're going to get back to you, Crypto Rilla. Don't worry, we haven't forgot about you.
Oh, no. As soon as this is over with, we're going to take care of that right away. And we've got more whitelists to give away. This is awesome. And there are other NFT projects that we're looking into on Secret, and that we're working to make videos and to put that content out there, because we really enjoy sharing this information out there and supporting the outreach efforts. This is we see a very unique opportunity in time with everything that's going on Secret, having been around blockchain and Secret for a while, to see what's happening now. It's like, it's exciting. It'd be like after seeing a whole bunch of airplanes crashing and experimenting, to see these new sleek jetliners where people can come and sit down and have, people walk by and push foods. Like that's comes a long way from biplanes, to.
Yeah. And it needed to be done, right? Because it's important. We often talk about money and the history of money and the evolution of money. And we part of that story is about how fiat money has some perverse incentives, and how the potential for programming these supply increases in a crypto world and with the blockchain and getting rid of the middlemen. How this is a huge innovation and in a big increase in efficiency as well as fairness and justice. But if it doesn't have that privacy layer involved at its core, then it has the potential to be an Orwellian nightmare just the same. So the importance of privacy and what Secret is showing how that what that can look like, I think it's needs to be talked about. It's something we will continue focusing on, and hopefully we will see others imitate, right? Because that's what we are trying to get to, is a future where privacy and decentralization go hand in hand, and that's not going to happen where in a secret maximalist future, right? We need to have many blockchains that are smart contract platforms that take privacy seriously.
Well said, brother. That's it. And there's a lot happening right now that are building the framework on Secret, and we've got the playlist to walk you and rock you through it, as well as airdrops and opportunities. You know what to do. Subscribe to the notification bell. Thank you for joining this Power Hour. If you didn't join us, well, congratulations. You can listen to it later on like it's some kind of little podcast or something, and catch up the alfalfa, however you do it. And you may have missed on the whitelist opportunity, but you know what? Drop a comment. Follow us on Twitter. Send a little message and drop a thread, and you've got the alfalfa on the Midnight Teddy Club competition giveaway. So do something. Put out a Medium article. Put out a meme. Tag Wise Beyond Bitcoin. Wise_Bitcoin.
Yeah. And catch us next week.
Catch us next week.
Who knows what we'll be doing?
We might have somebody on with us. We might have an innovator, a developer, someone out there in the crypto space or in economics, the market. We might start bringing people from all over the place to keep it fresh and exciting and fun, just like it is right now. Keep it that way. Till the next time. Right. Have a beautiful day, and namaste, y'all.
Thank you.